with you because I'm not perfect. You know, when it comes to hip hop stuff,
Shit is gonna come out and you're going to see who is behind so much
campaigns work. I know one was being done on Cardi. During Cardi's last tour, there was people paying to shit on.
Scared of Roc Nation. Like, we get our talking points every day from Roc Nation.
I feel like like I said.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Listen to this. Somebody is clearly coming for Jay-Z, and we need to figure out who and why. These days, whenever people hear Roc Nation, they don't think about power moves and music. They think about alleged shady dealings and dark behind-the-scenes drama. And since Jay-Z owns Roc Nation, a whole lot of folks are not rocking with him right now. So anytime his name even sneezes across a headline, people get fired up instantly. For some, it's so personal, you'd think he wronged them or their family directly. After the world watched Diddy get locked up over those freak-off allegations, hold up, the spotlight immediately swung over to Jay-Z. People started saying, bro, your time's coming. We know you've got skeletons tucked away. That's exactly why when Jay-Z's name popped up on that Epstein Files FBI intake form, the internet screamed gotcha and acted like it was open season. The energy shifted to now's the moment. Let's really push and get him up out of here. But let's be real, you can't pull that off solo. You need voices, you need platforms, you need people who move culture when they speak. And one of the loudest voices leading that charge right now is DJ Akademiks. Akademiks has been pressing both Joe Budden and Charlamagne hard for not calling out Jay-Z or even digging into his legal issues publicly. And if you're not tapped into my Patreon, go ahead and subscribe, because I told y'all yesterday that Akademiks is not backing off Joe Budden and Charlamagne at all. He wants them to step up and basically admit they've got bias when it comes to Jay-Z.
With you because I'm not perfect. You know, when it comes to hip hop stuff, I've gotten mad at other people for this. Even when I talk about Jay-Z, I don't care if like Charlamagne loves Jay-Z. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if Joe feels like, oh, Hov is my guy. I don't give a fuck. My thing is, I hate when people have obvious biases and they act like it's not obvious that they could do a narrative. Because once you tell me that that's your guy, like, put it like this. Like, respectfully, right? Some people are my guys. Charlamagne does business with motherfucking Roc Nation and Jay-Z, like, no, not Jay-Z. I mean, Joe is like kind of interconnected through I don't know what. They're not gonna call him out. You can't go to those guys for the conversation. It's the reason why when the whole thing with Jay-Z and whatever, and everyone, all these media niggas want to say, oh no, y'all are stupid for believing. I'm like,
he kept repeating it over and over, like all of you who don't like Jay-Z, especially you Drake fans, are out here trying to spin some nasty narrative on that man for no reason. Not only that, but Charlamagne jumped in too and basically said, let's not play dumb. I know some of y'all are actually getting checks from bigger companies to push these anti-Jay-Z storylines.
shit is gonna come out and you're going to see who is behind so much of this stuff.
What does that mean?
You'll see. You'll see who's getting paid. You'll see who's paying them. You'll see. All of this shit gonna come out sooner than later.
What does that mean?
Hey,
you gotta give more than that.
no, I don't.
Yes, you do.
I don't never gotta give more than that. I give more than that when more of that comes out the gift. Okay? Because more of that always comes out the gift. I just all I do is just give you the warnings, like boom, watch. And then everybody gonna be sitting back like, oh shit, all of this shit is really targeted all the time.
Are you saying that there might be a system that exists not only within hip-hop but within all forms of media where certain accounts collaborate and target other people by the use of bots and misinformation?
And the crazy thing is, it's not even, I said hip-hop, but it's not even just about hip-hop anymore, because hip-hop has so much influence. A lot of it is politically driven, right? A lot of it is who people think, a lot of it is who people think is on what side, right? And based on what side you're on, you will get targeted by certain individuals to hurt your influence. You'll see. Just remember I said it. You'll see. You'll see. You'll see. But that's the crazy thing about stories like this, because everything isn't the same. Like the Epstein files are totally different than somebody calling a goddamn FBI hotline, leaving a fucking anonymous tip. And that's what I say. Those things are clearly distinctive if you choose to go motherfucking read past the headline.
Now hold up. Last week on Twitter, things got real messy because a few content creators were exposed for allegedly being partnered with Kalshi. Kalshi, for those who don't know, is a prediction market company that's been trying to slide into the hip-hop space heavily. The play is simple. They'll cut a check to your favorite blogger, your favorite YouTuber, your favorite Twitter personality to collaborate, engage, and sometimes subtly steer conversations in certain directions. And listen to this, it's not just internet speculation either, because DJ Akademiks himself has openly acknowledged that this kind of sponsored narrative pushing is very real.
Campaigns work. I know one was being done on Cardi. During Cardi's last tour, there was people paying to shit on Cardi. They were trying to have me post at Cardi's Complex Con when him and The Weeknd popped up and they did Timeless and previewed, I think maybe Rather Lie. They wanted me to post, they sent me something and it was like the back of the crowd where like 0 people or no people are, or they were by the door where people are walking out. They were like, look, Cardi's playing on stage and people are walking out. Put that out, probably about like 15 grand. I said, bro, Cardi's my friend, not posting that. And I told Cardi this too. Cardi knows this. I told Cardi, I said, Cardi, they wanted me to post this. Because also I like to see where this is coming from. That means there's some other entity that got so much money, not only to promote their own, they got money to try to make someone else who they might be competing with now look good. Cardi's not a media guy like that, but I talked to enough people, I figured out kind of where it was. People do hate campaigns. I got offered one on A$AP Rocky, and I told them no to. Number one, I'm trying to do an interview with him. What do I look like? Just putting a hate piece. Well, it's kind of factual. It's about his numbers. No, I'm not doing it.
J. Cole's manager, Abraham Ibn Hamad, echoed that same energy and basically confirmed the game was dirty. He said during Cole's album rollout, he was told flat out that people were getting paid to run hate campaigns and amplify negative narratives around Cole and the project. And he actually watched certain pages try to manufacture toxic conversations out of thin air. And he shrugged it off like that's just how some people move, which is wild when you really sit with it. Now, maybe I'm tripping, y'all, but once you admit that some platforms take money to push certain storylines about certain artists, and you personally decide yes or no based on whether you rock with that artist, it gets real tricky. It becomes hard for the audience to fully trust your motives when you suddenly go hard at somebody like Jay-Z. People start wondering which narratives are organic and which ones came with a wire transfer attached. And you can kind of see why Budden and Charlamagne aren't exactly sprinting to lead some anti-Jay-Z crusade right now. Budden even addressed this recently on his JBP Rewind show. He basically said, man, miss me with that. Until there's something real and substantial about Jay-Z, actual proof, I'm not hopping on no bandwagon. Here's what Joe had to say.
We scared of Roc Nation. Like, we get our talking points every day from Roc Nation.
I feel like I told somebody recently, if you want to get Jay-Z and y'all got him, I'm down. But you have to have him. Like, that's a big fish. It can't be, oh, that's his son. I don't care about that. It can't be, oh, the psychic said in 2036 you're going down. Joe talk. No. You asking me to fuck with really powerful people that I know watch and listen to every word I say. And if not every word, certainly when their name come up. So when you have these people, I'm down.
That's how I feel. Super Bowl shit, I was on his ass. He did some other shit with the school, was on his ass. Got the call too. But I still ain't afraid to be on it. You know what I mean? But like you said, I'm not chasing. And I do that with anybody. You know, I give people the benefit of the doubt. Being up here has taught me that too. You know what I mean? Because everybody has a different position. I'm like, I gotta be a little more measured with some of this shit. Because we don't know what's true and what's not. And so much untrue shit comes out. And this platform is too big to jump out the window on some shit.
Now, even though Budden and Charlamagne clearly have a lot of love and respect for Jay-Z, I still find it hard to believe they'd ignore something truly crazy if it surfaced. If there was undeniable, concrete proof of some wild wrongdoing tied to Jay-Z, you really think they'd just sit there and protect him? I don't see it. At the end of the day, platforms that big can't afford to overlook something explosive and fully verified. So while people may question their loyalty, I'm not convinced they'd stay silent if the evidence was undeniable. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.